Okay, hey Ben. Got your video. Yeah, greatest RPG, but my favorite RPGs. I've got these too. You probably knew about this one, didn't know about this one. Lord of the Rings Third Age. Not so good. Standard RPG, very Final Fantasy type-ish. You know, funneled, last gen Final Fantasy. I'm talking about like, PS1 Final Fantasies. You're really funneled into things. That's what that is. It's got pretty good storyline. I mean, it follows the beginning to the end of the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Okay, not so original. Still pretty damn good story. It's got, good characters. There's some drama involved. I guess it was lost on me. It happens later in the story, which I really didn't get to because it was that fucking bad. But, it's, your standard RPG. It kind of funnels you around. Lots of weapons, lots of shields, lots of armor combos. Good, dialogue. So. My biggest hate issues with it are the fact that it doesn't deviate from the storyline. Doesn't do shit about that. You have movie battles in it. Battles from the movie. Not so good. Because they can play out differently in there. I'm like, whoa. No, this just ain't working for me. It's turn-based. Slower than fuck. I cannot stand that. It's just not the greatest RPG ever. Whereas, my baby, this one, Oblivion, total freedom. Big hit point right there. Great for me. Non-turn-based. Thank God. You build your own character, which means I'm not stuck in the confines of some character who has a deep backstory. Yeah, I said deep backstory for the character you play. Not the greatest move. Especially for the Lord of the Rings thing. And, of course, awesome gameplay. 200 hours long, at least, versus the 40 hours or more you can get out of, the less than 60 hours you get out of the Lord of the Rings title. Oblivion is just awesome. Way better. Comparing the two side by side, Oblivion wins only because it's got, well, it has NPCs in-game you can actually interact with. It's got visible enemies, so you're not running down some clear road and all of a sudden get ambushed by 60 different orcs. Don't even ask. It's got, you can enchant items in Oblivion. You can make your own spells in Oblivion. You build your own goddamn character in Oblivion. It just wins, hands down. That way. However, Lord of the Rings has one thing on it. Stats. There's 60 different stats your character can have in the Lord of the Rings game, versus however many, like 9 or 10 in Oblivion. It's a big difference. Lord of the Rings, magic, but again, it's got these benign magic, elven magic, mostly, that involves, earth, water, or fire. Well, mostly water. Whereas you have got ice in Oblivion, you've got fire in Oblivion, you've got lightning in Oblivion. You've got healing spells, spells to drain magic, spells to regenerate magic, just spells for everything. You could probably have a spell to, masturbate in there if you, jerk you off, a little health spell like, it'd be funny walking around with this little, orb of light going like, right in front of you. That'd be hilarious, actually. I should try that. But it's got everything in there. Weapons. Big variety of weapons. One-handed axes, two-handed axes, warhammers, long swords, short swords, claymores, bows, different types of bows, glass bows, glass weapons, iron weapons, steel weapons, Daedric weapons, elven weapons, dwarven weapons, everything. You've got one type of weapon, Middle-earth weapon, and weapons, orcs and not orc for Lord of the Rings. It just doesn't work out the same way. I mean, if you want to run around with a glass sword with a dwarven shield, go ahead. If you want to run around with an elven, then curious, and a dwarven helmet, fine, go ahead. You know, whatever. You didn't really have that option. Art design, you know, it's 360 versus GameCube, what do you expect? But, you know, Oblivion just goes so much farther in every aspect. There's no side quests in Lord of the Rings, in the Lord of the Rings RPG that I have. Oblivion, full on. I mean, you can't get away from the fuckers. Everybody's got something for you to do. Everybody's got 10 somethings for you to do. You can see the creatures. Oh my god, it is so nice to see who's actually trying to kill you. You know, sneaking up on an ogre is much nicer than all of a sudden, you know, walking down a road and all of a sudden having the screen explode in light, and then all of a sudden you have this big, huge ogre that you would be scared to death of if it was a free-roaming game. Just standing there like this. And he's like Van Damme in freeze frame. No. Doesn't do it for the action side of things. No, no, no. I'd be more scared of... I don't know. I'd be more scared of a dick coming at me than that. Don't... yeah, right. Little flying dick missiles. Okay. Anyway, that's my answer, dude. This game, wouldn't recommend it, wouldn't wish it on a friend, really. Graphics are horrible. Yes, I'm a graphics horror, I know. Stories, been seen before by millions of people, millions of times over. Only benefit it's got is you can control the movie characters sometimes, but even then, it doesn't even make a bunch of a difference in combat. This one wins for me. You know, run around, awesome looking world, free roam, do whatever you want. Be the bad guy, the good guy, whatever. My only complaint is it doesn't have guns. That's why I need Fallout 3. Anyway, peace the fuck out, guys.